Oh well.
Hi guys, welcome back. We're back up the Central Coast and I'm with my Jaguar V12 Sovereign that we're doing a spark plug change on. It's been a long week down in Big Smoke. Bloke had to do some real work. 6 days of it, except for those 2 days I was working on the X300. Anyhow, today we've got some parts to come and we'll show you them and then we'll work on this tomorrow. Okay, my parts have arrived. Yeah, sparkulators, all 11 of them. Remember, I've already put one new one in there. Didn't want to get an extra one. Our oil pressure sender, we'll throw that in. Our new cap with a button that's not broken. Some well-earned hose pliers so I don't smash my hands up again. Oh, and a bit of afternoon cookie I have with my cup of tea. So before they go in, we're going to have to clean that valley out. I'm not doing that tonight. We'll come back tomorrow and get stuck into it. Okay, just push the old girl outside. We're just going to, I've jacked it up at the back, give it a bit of a lean this way. And we're going to pressure wash down this Death Valley. I'm going to use the pressure washer. A lot of people say don't use the pressure washer on a V12. But we have all the electrics out of it anyway, so it's not going to make any difference. And I can clean around the inside of the engine bay and all the rest of it. It'll make it a lot cleaner and I'll be happier once it's done, so we'll get into it now. Yeah, they keep telling me never pressure wash a V12 Jaguar engine. Not the first time I've done it. Plenty degrees. Well, it's looking a darn sight cleaner down there. Better than it was. A lot better than what it was. Got 99.9% of it. I didn't take the distributor out. The revamps and retard's working pretty good, and so's the vacuum. It's looking pretty good as well. So instead of taking it out, I don't think I need to take that out. I'm just organising to get this old harness up to the top of the valley, so it's not going to cook any further down there, so we'll do that and we'll get it back together. These are the plugs that came out of it, and they weren't all in that bad condition. Don't know if that's focusing there, and I've checked the gaps on most of them and they're all at 0.89, so they're all gapped correctly, so we can eliminate that as any issue. Okay, before we whack these spark plugs in, I'm going to check the gap of all of them. They won't be pre-gapped because different makes have different gaps, size gaps. And it's really handy how they give you this measuring tool. It comes with a spark plug to check the gap. And 0.89 mil or a 35 thou. Yeah, perfect, one done. Okay, have all the sparkulators in. They went in pretty easy. I was happy with that. There was no dramas there. Last night We got the distributor back in. I've loosened up the centrifugal weights and the counters. All that valley's looking pretty smick. I've put all the plug leads back in. That was like a bit of a tangle nightmare, but they're all in. Air conditioning is in and ready. It was a real bitch to put in. Just notice that's really tight in here now. It wasn't tight before. Anyway, yep, air conditioning was a real bitch to line up those bolts. Just a little bit more on ancillaries. We get the cruise control on, throttle body on, coil in. Okay, and I've tightened up the power steering belt. It was super loose. Again, you had to be a contortionist to get down there to get those bolts out. It was just nonsense. Anyway, that's done. What else? I've just got to work out some of this wiring. I've got the wiring harness lifted to the top. I will get some proper shielding for that later. Hopefully it's still in good enough condition to make this thing go. So she's getting there. Well, she's ready to roll. It's all back together, I think. There's a lot of stuff in there you'd have to worry about, but should be okay. So we'll see if we can crank it, start it. Here we go. Nope. Well, she ain't starting. There's no spark to the sparkulators. A lot of hard crook wiring in there. I did as best patching as I could. My guess is it's the pickup wires from the distributor to go to the amplifier. They were really in crook condition. I repaired them and patched them up, but they've got a shield around them, and I've just got to go back and test whether they've got continuity or not. Well, I found one of the problems anyway. This pickup wire goes to the amplifier, and you can see that I had to do a repair on it because they were just so brittle and hard from being in the down at that Death Valley for the last 27 years, 34 years, whatever. So yeah, I've just checked it, did some continuity with my tester, and the one of the wires is not joining up to the amplifier. So hopefully we can fix that and get it going. Oh well, she started for about 30 seconds and then she died. As soon as I fired the camera up, she went kaplut, and it was spark again. There was nothing to those spark plugs. So I've been just eliminating stuff. Had plenty of volts to the coil and just doing all my little diagnostic tests. And unfortunately, it was the pickup from the distributor. I've just whizzed it out. She's dead. This is the last thing I thought was going to be a problem because this has been replaced. This is newish, and they ain't cheap. So I've got to get another one of those before we can fire this thing up again. But I'm learning and getting an expert on V12 ignition systems, that's for sure. Well, I was hoping I was going to finish this video by taking this old girl for a test run, but it ain't going to happen because we got to get this pickup, a new one of them. And that's going to take a few days to get here. So we're going to finish the video. Thanks very much, guys, for watching. It's we're getting there with this thing. I'm busting to get it out on the road. And if you liked it, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, just subscribe. It helps my channel. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Cheers. See you next one.